Hey there, Leo. Thank you for tuning in to my channel and welcome to your tarot card reading for September 2023. Throughout September, the planet of war, Mars, passes through the sign of Libra, which is more about peace. And this reading taps into that war, peace energy. So I pulled a couple of oracle cards to see what's being highlighted for you this month. And once I set out all these cards, I will identify their positions, go through their meanings, and do some clarifications. And at the end of the reading, I will close off with a message for additional guidance. So feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. Okay. All right. So, Leo, first we identify what's right in front of you. You have the King of Pentacles. We look at what's holding you back. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Third, we check out the best course of action. You have the Nine of Wands. Fourth, we dive into the heart of the situation. You have the Two of Cups. Fifth, we explore what will motivate you to act. You have the Three of Swords. And finally, we reveal the potential outcome. You have the Fool. The card at the bottom of the deck, the influencing energy of this reading, you have the King of Swords. So this is a card that, well, it does a good job of representing the sign of Libra, the air sign of decision making, communication, being reasonable. So that is kind of the influencing energy here. And let's take a look. It's interesting because the Mars in Libra impacts your third house of communication. So here you have this card of Mulan, and this kind of indicates there might be a position that you find yourself in that you may not have intended to kind of be there, but now it's kind of like your honor is at stake. And here with the Goddess of Balance Equality, I create and foster reciprocal relationships. So Libra, again, with this concept of balance and even relationships, Libras are about partnerships, which is here in the Two of Cups. Well, it's interesting. You've got this lion-faced kind of caduceus here. And Two of Cups, this is also kind of card of partnership, but also a card of communication. So what is right in front of you with this King of Pentacles, it could be that, you know, maybe you have been kind of like stuck in having to work or focusing on your finances, maybe making decisions that are like, you know, practical. And what's holding you back? You've got the Queen of Pentacles. So to some degree, that is maybe like kind of managing the money that you've been making. For others of you, it could be like this is maybe a relationship or something that has become kind of routine, mundane. And here with the outcome being the Fool, it could be that you want something new, but let's get some clarification. So let's see what's going on with this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles Queen of Pentacles. It could even just be like spicing up your relationship a little bit, talking about your relationship, kind of getting like maybe finding yourself in a situation with like where things are kind of like not great. So let's take a look at this King of Pentacles. You have the Five of Pentacles, which is a sense of like feeling like being on the outside or not being accepted or not having what you need, not having, maybe you've been focusing on building your material wealth because you've in the past been in a place of like feeling you need to make more. So let's take a look at what's holding you back. You have the Seven of Pentacles, more pentacles. So it does seem like this is like related to making money. And so it's holding you back. It could be that this relationship could be a job, like a job that you're making money in, and kind of things are getting like boring, but you've invested so much time in it, and you've like been nurturing this position in your job. But it also could just be like a relationship where you start out kind of like you and thought this would turn out differently, but it's not really exactly what in reality, it's not what you imagined it to be, but you've already invested in it so much and kind of wondering what to do next. But here, the best course of action with the Nine of Wands, it's kind of saying like, keep on trucking, like keep on doing what you're doing. There's going to be a shift. And it could be that this heart of the situation with the Two of Cups is like, just maybe talk, have a discussion. So if this is a romantic relationship, a business relationship, kind of, talk about, well, this says equality. I create and foster reciprocal relationships. So maybe it's like, talk about how there needs to be more equality, either between you and someone else or with having like fun, because you've got the Fool here, and this is a card of like fun, going out there and just having an open heart, open mind, just whatever, like taking risks, calculated risks, and not just doing things the same way. So maybe kind of changing that up. But the best course of action, let's see here, the Nine of Wands, we have here the Knight of Pentacles. So whatever is going on, it's part of the plan, part of the training, part of getting you where you need to go. So, but maybe, talk to someone about how you can, like how far that is, or how you can have a little bit more excitement. So let's see, the Two of Cups is the heart of the situation. You have the King of Cups here. So it does seem like talking about this, having like honest communication about what you are contributing, what you're hoping someone else will contribute, kind of like making sure like that there is, if this is an old connection, it's a way to kind of reinvigorate that. If it's if it is a work situation, maybe talking about what some like creative ideas that you have, and it's interesting, you have here like what will motivate you to act. You have the Three of Swords. So it's some kind of disappointment. For some of you, it could be just having this discussion about what you truly want, what you're truly seeking, what you're expecting. it might end up in someone saying no. It could be like this King of Swords just being like, nope, it isn't what you thought it is. I'm not going to give you a raise. I'm not going to like take your ideas. I'm not. And then you'll know. And then, you know, the potential outcome with a Fool, you're going to move on. You're going to find something different. So let's take a look at this Three of Swords when it comes to what will motivate you to act. You have this King of Swords. So this is going to be a tough conversation. It's got to be an honest conversation. It's not, you know, I would say definitely embrace the more kind of balanced and graceful approach in being honest, as opposed to like hammering down the sword with truth with all your might. But it's a sense of like you're in this situation. You maybe didn't expect it to be there, but you have to do what is going to honor who you are and what you want. And here with this Goddess of Balance, it's almost like there needs to be recognition of what you're contributing and recognizing your own sense of value and having that be the standard that is, you know, we're kind of like where there's that equal give and take going on. And if they don't want to acknowledge it, then being willing to kind of walk away. Or, but if, like I said, it does require a lot of honesty. So let's see about the Fool with the potential outcome. You have here the Moon. So the Moon here, it's kind of tapping into emotions, intuition. It's really, there's going to be a situation where you really have to trust yourself, and there might be some kind of little bit of fear there. But again, kind of tap into like how, like if you were looking for someone to recognize your honor and who you are as a person, what you stand up for, what you believe in, what you deserve and demand, like tapping into that will help you kind of deal with this. And it could be like that having this conversation, everything works out fine. And what motivates you is really dealing, you know, honestly talking about something from your past. It might not necessarily be that this person like rejects you, or it could be that there is a sense of value that you haven't recognized about yourself because of something from the past that you're not being honest with yourself with, about yourself with, or not really giving credit or credence to. But kind of visiting that is going to allow you to really move forward in a way that your heart wants. So here, in terms of a guiding message for you, you have the gift of neutrality. Balance is at work in your life. Yin and yang are opposites in energy, but reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. So making sure that whatever this discussion is, making sure there's a sense of balance going on, that you are being truthful to yourself, and it's almost as if this might be a difficult conversation, but things will work out in your favor, especially when there is a sense of like honest discussion, working things out, and just however it's like not a power play going on here. It's truly trying to share who you are, what's in your heart, and kind of needing to be in an emotionally stable position to really truly dig down and connect on this level. So Leo, I hope this reading provides a helpful perspective of your month. We'll see you next time. Take care.